Hey guys, how are you? Let me know if you guys can hear me, if the video is correct, audio is correct, everything is fine. Wait, this video is probably just too cramped in. Wait, yep, some breathing space. Yep, fair enough. I'll just minimize it. Hello, hello, hello. Just a second. Mm, Need the audio to be louder? Just let me fix it. I think. Is it fine? Should I make it even more louder? How is it supposed to be? Hello, 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 hello. Should be fine. I'll try to increase the decibel. Is the audio better now? Is it better? Is it better now? I think, yeah, looks like it is better. Maybe. I am not so sure, but it's better than before, I think. Yeah, perfect. We have the audio to go and a lot of questions. Did you use free hit? Yes, I'm on free hit. Free hit is active. Yes, it is free hit. Did you? Why did you drop Saka? Just frustrated out of owning him. I have him in my team. Wanted to go Martinelli, and I don't think I'm going to triple up on attack. So just for the sake that Martinelli is better, have to go there. His Jesus is better. He's got the better stats. Have to go there. So Saka drops out automatically for me. Just everyone, just do the audio check. If everyone is having the same audio levels, is it fine now? Should be okay. I don't think that's a problem anymore. But still, if it's slow, let me know. I can still change it a bit more. Free hit played, yes. Start Henry or Botman already playing Trippier, Raya, Watkins versus Kane. If you're playing already with Kane, then don't start Botman. Go Henry. It doesn't make sense. Let's go. I have having Zinchenko headache. Don't want to go minus for any news. So I don't have news. Hopefully we'll have Arsenal news. I'm depending a lot on Arsenal news. So just keep it till the end. If in case there's no news, I think if you don't have a bench, make take the -4 plunge it. If, especially if you're going for a Liverpool defender. Otherwise, make a sideways move to white. I think that's a pretty much long term move as well. Is Zinchenko fit? No news as of now. So there's no news. Beyond Eze over Madison. Now my problem with Eze is he's doing phenomenal. There's no reason to go Madison over Eze. The only thing is that Eze is taking less shots. He's still farther away from the goal. It depends on the game state. Although if you have Eze, there's absolutely nothing against it. Personally, I'm going Madison because I think this could be the week he goes. Although I'm still considering Sun. So in case Eze starts, I might move to Sun. But Madison is totally fine. I think Eze still ranks one amongst the three. So it's Eze, Madison, and then Sun. Trippier out is a good move if you're owning Kane or Son. I think you can bet against Newcastle's defense this week. Start two between Trippier, Moreno, and Mitchell. I think Trippier and Mitchell. If you have Johnson, go Moreno. Don't double up on the Crystal defense. Jota says Gakpo. If you want nailed minutes, if you want a guaranteed start, Gakpo will guarantee start. I don't think he'll get benched. If you want to probably try and go a bit differential, go for an attacking outlet or for a haul, ought to go Jota. I think. Zinchenko, no news. Solanke is a great pick. I can't fit in Solanke. So if you can fit in Solanke, hands on, you should go get him. He's getting the numbers. He's nailed on. He will get the chances against West Ham as well. So yeah, ideal Arsenal combination in my opinion is one defender, two attackers. Although if you think is basically how you think the game will be. If you think Southampton will concede 4 or 5 goals, maybe at least 3 goals, go with three attackers. Hands down, go with Saka, Martinelli, Jesus in that case. Start Olis or Andreas Olis. I have two free transfers. If I free hit today, will I get both the transfers? No, you won't. If I play free hit this week, I have one free transfer. Will I have one free transfer to make for one team next week? Yes, one again. So how much ever transfers you have, your team will get reset, and you'll have one free transfer next game week. I don't think Nunes will start. There's a lot of issue around Nunes, as Klopp said. If he starts, it would be a surprise. But there's the high chances that he doesn't start. Have to play double Newcastle defense or double Brentford. Raya and Henry. If I were in your position, I would take a chance on Henry. He's got some sort of an attacking potential, but yeah. Is it about saving free hit this game week and playing with 8 9 players and one free move? So it depends on your team. So currently, if you are planning to play it in 34 and your squad is already made up with 3 or 2 City players, a couple of Newcastle, Brighton players, you need to realize that your free hit team will pretty much be similar if you get another City player and double Liverpool. So ideally, your current team and free hit team won't be that different. Wherein if this game week you go free hit, you can ditch the City players, Brighton players, Newcastle defense. There's a lot of change that you can do and gain points this game week against the template people who don't have free hit. So yeah, which is the best free hit draft? I think the template one, wherein instead of Madison you can go Eze, and that's the template one. Instead of Jota, you can probably go Solanke. Instead of Bowen, you can go Gakpo. That's the template. That's probably the most uh, set draft I think I've seen. Want to do a Sun punt by selling Saka and bring in White on free hit? Can do. I think nothing against it, but don't play Trippier then. You probably want to sell Trippier. I think don't hedge your bets if you're free hitting. It doesn't make sense to me. Isaac or Solanke? Solanke. I don't know if Isaac starts, so that's a slight worry in my opinion. He played the 90. Wilson could start and could get minutes, so Solanke will definitely start. I have only wildcard 4 blank spots. Can I use it? I don't think it's necessary. You can use it next game week better. Use your free transfers to fill them up. Darwin or Jota? Jota. Fede sends in his team. On a free transfer? Any suggestions? On a free transfer, if you have Trent, you have Salah, Martinelli, Gakpo, Andreas, Olise, Kane, Watkins, Jesus. I think you have everyone. You can probably even save a free transfer. Will Harvey Barnes start? We're expecting him not to start. So according to most expected lineup stuff, he's not expected to start. Solanke is Jota. Solanke is the safer one. So if you want to go there, yeah, so safer one. Wait. So I'll be keep looking onto my phone for more news. So don't worry, guys. I'll be picking questions. Okay. Madison or Sun or Eze? I think go safer. If you want to go safe, Eze is the one. If you want to take the chance, take the punt, probably go Sun. Is the extreme punt. Otherwise, I'm not very confident on Madison. So even if I end up, if there's no leak news and Jesus is starting, I will switch Madison to Sun, Trippier to Castagna. I will not go Madison. I'm not very confident of Madison particularly. Darwin versus Jota. Jota, hands down. Does Konate start? I can't afford Trent. If you can't afford Trent, go Virgil van Dijk. And I say this because uh, Nottingham Forest are very weak on set pieces, and Virgil van Dijk will have a decent goal threat. So out of all the picks, Virgil van Dijk might actually bag a goal. Double up on Liverpool defense is not that bad an idea. I think it's a decent idea if you can go there. Decent to go there. I think the upside for attack is huge, but again, double Liverpool defense is not bad. I think what about Manchester United defenders for the rest of the season? Given that till the time they look like a weak defense, avoid it and probably and you can look at this question again next game week. Wilson or Isaac? If I had to still pick one, Isaac, because he's still more likely to start than Wilson. Kane versus Tony versus Isaac versus Solanke. I think Solanke is the one I would go first, then Kane, then Isaac, then Tony. Mitchell or Moreno? Moreno. I am not captaining Saka. Definitely not captaining Saka. So there are leaks coming up out. Let's see how many of them are true. We'll wait till the end so that there is no wrong news that comes up and we do not get trapped into wrong news. Views on Saka captain. You can go there, so it could come down to a penalty or game set, but I don't think it is the worst captain shout. But I think Martinelli or Jesus are better because they're getting volume of chances. Saka is pretty much down to uh, individual brilliance. I don't think there's volume of chances out there. That's my opinion. Uh, Again, let's go ahead. Martinelli or Jesus for captaincy. I feel if Jesus is starting, Jesus is the better one. Watkins captain is not something I would recommend this gaming. Is that your free hit team? Yes, it's my free hit team, and I will change it. I'm warning you guys. I will definitely change Madison and Trippier if I don't get news. I'll get Sun and someone like a Castagna. I'm banking on Tottenham to score. Watson says his team, should I save free hit with this team or still do it? Your team is Raya, Trippier, me, White, Madison, Saka, Martinelli, Watkins, Kane. That's about four. I think you should play it. Take the chances. At least get Salah and Solanke. So if you are okay, go Kane out, Solanke, and get Salah in. That should be okay to save you a free hit. Otherwise, probably consider free hit. But with this team, you can manage. I don't think it will be high scoring for you, but you can just manage somehow going away from just saving the free hit and then using it later on. This is what I think. And do we have more news? No Gakpo. No, I'm not going there. Saka or Gakpo. I think Gakpo given the fixture. Madison to Andreas, Pinnick to Gui, or should I save the transfer? No, save the transfer. I think Pinnock to someone can happen. I think that has merit, but otherwise save the transfer. Are you free hitting? Yes, I am on free hit. Bowen versus Saka. I think Saka, given the stats and everything, Saka. Kane plus Gakpo or Jota plus Sun. Jota plus Sun could be a better option. Kane plus I'm not confident on Gakpo. So if you can do Kane plus Jota, then great. Otherwise, Jota plus Sun. Again, if you want to go safe on minutes, Kane plus Gakpo is fine either. But I am backing Jota this game week to score. Zinchenko to Trent, Ake to Goi for a -8. Decent move unless if you don't have free hit, you have no option. Play it. Best striker other than Watkins and Jesus if money is not an issue. Kane. I still think Kane is one of the better strikers. Any changes you're going to make? Yes, I'm going to make 2 changes if there is no news. If there is news, I might make 3 changes. So let's see. Let's wait till the next last 10-15 minutes. It's very important. Tony Saka, Jota, pick one. If I had to pick one, Jota. Will Wilson or Isaac play? Most people are expecting Isaac to start. It's still a grey area which is not clear. I think Wilson could start either. But if I had to take someone, I would take Isaac and then risk it. It's a huge risk, although I'm warning it out. It's a huge risk if you're going Isaac. Robertson over Trippier. If you're keeping Kane, yes. Otherwise, don't do it. Hi Sachi. Is there any other remaining game week where we will not have any all the teams playing? I think you're saying my free hit if it's applicable. No, I don't think there's going to be a blank game week ahead. This is the last blank game week of the season. You will have doubles coming up ahead in 34, 36, and 37, but there's not a blank game week. And that's what I said earlier on in the stream. I don't think there will be a case where your team will be much different from your free hit team, and this is probably the game week where you can differentiate from the normal people out there or the people who have a very template team with City in them, Brighton in them, their team, Newcastle in their team. So this is probably the game week you might want to take a free hit, take the chance, and gain some points. Johnston, Iverson, Trent, Moreno, Trippier, Goi, Salah, Martinelli, Odegaard, Gakpo, Andreas, Watkins, Jesus, Kane. Suggest changes to the free hit team. I think it's fine. It's a great free hit team. There's nothing to change, honestly. You have a slight benching headache, but that's fine. Maybe Kane can go out if you're keeping Trippier. So that is something you can do and get in Solanke. That's the only change I would recommend. Is Gakpo nailed? Yes, I think he's pretty much, after Salah, he's pretty much the most nailed attacker. Doing Konate for a -4, is that worth it? I think going Virgil van Dijk might be worth it, but not Konate. I don't think so. Kane or Isaac? I would go Kane. Triple miss Arsenal mid. No, I think go Jesus. If there is news on Jesus, if otherwise, I think Jesus is necessary. He has the stat. He's more big chance. He's equal big chances combined with Saka and Martinelli or Odegaard and Martinelli. So you know that he's at the end of chances a lot, and he will get into scoring positions as usual. So I wouldn't risk dropping him. Are you sure about Madison? No, absolutely not. He's the one who I'm going to remove. Bowen, pretty much, I'm taking my chances. Robo and Jesus or Gakpo and White. Robo and Jesus, I think. If you have news, otherwise, then you can switch. Otherwise, Jesus is pretty much necessary in my opinion. My captain Gakpo, big differentials for others. I think it's a great captain differential. As for club, there would be rotation. So there will be rotation, and it could be anywhere. But will it be this game week or the next game week? We don't know. Will you be bringing Rashford in for the upcoming game weeks? I already have Rashford. I did not sell him, so yeah. They're saying a Twitter. Zinchenko came out with the bus with the boot back in, but no Zaka. Yeah, I'm hearing no Zaka as well, so could be true. By boot bag, do you mean like his kit bag, or do you mean his boot covered up and plastered up? I'm not sure. With Zaka out, it's a very different setup in which Arsenal will play. I don't remember when Zaka was out. Just let me check up when was Zaka last out and what was the uh, what was scoreline looking like. So Arsenal, Zaka last missed out a game. I don't know when. Okay, one pointer. He missed out the Bournemouth game. Yeah, he missed out the Bournemouth game, and Arsenal did concede. But Odegaard was very high up the pitch. He missed out the Wolves game. Arsenal were very decent, considered kept a clean sheet. So yeah, those are the two games he missed out. Liverpool, okay, he got a yellow card. That's fine. Okay, football boots, then it's fine. I think Zinchenko could start. Then I think for people who are looking out, then it should be fine. Do you see a Newcastle clean sheet? I don't actually. Are a Palace differential? I think it's a great differential. He could be on penalties, so I'm not sure if Edward is on penalties. I still believe IU will take the penalty if it's a case there. So that is why he could be a great differential. He's not a great finisher, but having penalties on his side could swing it. Bench Moreno or Guehi? I think Guehi. I wouldn't bench Moreno. He's much more attacking. There's a chance that he can score. Gakpo or Madison? Gakpo, I think, given the fixture. Ulis or Eze? Backing Eze, he's more attacking. Uh, so yeah, double Liverpool defense. I'm not against it. I think it's decent. Uh, I'm comfortable positions in the league. I'm chasing rank in terms. So my overall rank is about 58k. My overall points are 2056. So yeah, chasing rank ultimately, not the leagues. Thoughts on Trent and Rob on free hit? I prefer Trent and Virgil van Dijk because I think Van Dijk has a genuine chance of goal threat and has genuine chance for a goal this game week. If you make a transfer, then use free hit. Will the transfer count? No, it won't. Solanke, Haaland, Watkins as forward for upcoming game weeks. It looks good. Solanke, although I'm not very confident, but Watkins and Haaland are pretty much essential. Won't Palace have a higher chance of getting a clean sheet? It's not like that. Depends. Everton will go out for it. So if Everton are down in the game, 1-0, they will go out and attack with everything they have because they have nothing to lose. They have to attack to keep them out of the relegation zone. Do changes 6 minutes before deadline. Yes, I will. I'm waiting for news. What about Tony? I would not bang Tony because I think, despite Villa losing chances, it could not be a very high scoring game. So, probably not banking Tony so much. Tony or Saka? Saka, I think. It's the easier fixture there. Let's see if we have some news and what does the team look like. Yeah. A lot of people going Eze, and I might take the plunge. Even with Jota, if let's say I move Jota, I can simply do Jota out and do Gakpo in and Solanke, and that would be the most template thing I can do. Tony or Gakpo? I think Gakpo. Tony replacement. There's nothing to replace if you do. You can go Solanke if you want. It's a safe pick. Although if you want to back Tony, there's nothing wrong with it as well. So I can't say that don't take Tony. It's just that I'm not taking Tony because I think it could be a low scoring game. Jota and White versus Gakpo and Jesus. Gakpo and Jesus, I think. Unless and until we have news otherwise that Jesus is not starting, I don't think you should drop him. Eze or Son, I think I'm pretty much 50-50 on them. It depends on what you think the Newcastle game could be. Is free hit on? Yes, free hit is on. Akshar, should I go for Madison? You can go there if you don't have an option. But I think maybe I still prefer Eze over Madison. Uh, okay, there's probably news that Harvey Barnes won't be fit for the game. That means Madison will play in a number 10 role just behind Iheanacho or Vardy. And if you are looking for a third defender, Castagna makes a very good case for himself now. Most are expecting Jota to start. Everyone everywhere is expecting Jota to start. So hopefully that works out. Well, I don't see a reason for a change, but really can't really predict a lot in these games. So yeah, no news unfortunately till now. What are the chances of Tony getting a yellow card ban? Is it worth holding? Yeah, he's worth holding unless he gets a yellow card ultimately. Till the point he does not get a yellow card, it's fine. because he won't, and you will know, and he's not got a yellow card in the last 6 7 games now. So probably good temperament developing there. Best three Liverpool players for free hit, I think Salah, Trent, and the third one is up for grabs. Anyone will do. Could be Gakpo if you want to play safe, Virgil van Dijk, or Jota. I think between the three. Will Gakpo start? I'm expecting him to start 100%. I don't see him missing out. Should I bench Gueye for Totti or Andreas? If for Andreas, I would bench. Yeah. Do you see Jesus playing for 60 minutes? Could be. Now, you really can't predict those things. I think it depends on the game. If it's a 0-0, I don't think he'll get subbed off. Although if it's a 3-0, if they're 3-0 up, I think he'll get subbed off. Trent captain could be too much. You know that Liverpool are not defensively great, especially at home. So it's just betting too much on Liverpool. I think Salah is better. And he's on penalties. He's still on penalties, I think. Do we have any kind of news is what I'm trying to find. No. Best four midfielders for free hit, I think Salah, Martinelli. If you want to go safe, is Gakpo and Saka. If you want to go slightly differential, you can tweak the midfield according to your preference. The most template will be Martinelli, Saka, Gakpo, and Salah. Start a defender over an attacker. No, I don't think so. This is the game. I don't think, and it's very tough to find a defender this game week because I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet week. It could be the opposite, wherein it's a 1-1 situation for every game. So yeah, Bowen, because Bournemouth concede chances for obvious reasons, because that's how Bournemouth play. They also attack a lot, so that will leave spaces behind for West Ham. I think that West Ham can exploit that, and that is why I'm taking my chances and going for a Bowen punt. It's a pure punt to chase rank. Is Raya a good goalkeeper? I'm on free. I don't mind Raya if you have him because he'll get save points. I was considering him. If I go with Son, I won't get him because I don't have the budget. But he's not a bad option because he will get save points, and essentially that's what matters. I don't think it because between Johnston and Raya, I don't think Johnston is someone who'll get you clean sheet points either. So why not go for save points? Gakpo or Robbo? Gakpo, I think. Best for defenders on free hit, I think Trent, White, Virgil van Dijk, Trippier. Those are the best four. Isaac or Kane? Kane, in my opinion. Why are people picking Saka or Madison? Both of their forms have been horrible so far. So Saka has been slightly unlucky. Madison had a very good last 10 minutes in the last game. It depends. So it's also a new manager bounce. They're back at home. Wolves are bad defensively. So it could work out for Madison. Saka, on the other hand, is decent. Always has decent numbers, decent stats. So yeah. I'm just hoping we get some kind of news because that's very essential. Best three attackers on free hit. My best three attackers would be Jesus, Watkins, and Solanke. Unless you want to punt. If you want to punt, Jota takes in place for Solanke. But that's a 50-50. I think Jesus and Watkins are nailed on. Do we have some sort of news? Nothing else so far. Yeah. Gakpo or Jota? I think Gakpo again, if you want to be safe. It depends on your risk appetite. Castagna or Moreno who to start? I'm banking Castagna. I'm moving to Castagna. If you have both, I think I would take the chance on Castagna. Saka or Solanke? Solanke, I think. You can use your third Arsenal spot better somewhere. Olis or Bowen? Olis, Eze over Bowen, I think, not Olis. Maybe Bowen over Olis. So I'm making changes. I'm making two changes. I am doing the Castagna. So Trippier is out going for Castagna. I'm making that move. I have no idea why am I depending on Leicester so much, but I'm taking the chance. Madison goes out for Sun. So that's two changes that I'm doing. Alex Morin on my bench, Johnston and keeper. We have Jota in position. I am considering Jota to Gakpo, but I think I should back my thoughts, and that's the two transfers I'm doing as of now. So my team has changed from Trippier to Castagna, Sun, and Madison to Sun. Eze, Bowen matters. I think Eze makes it first. Second, Bowen. Third, matters for me. Is Watkins a must? Yes, absolutely must. Because he'll be very highly owned and he could really, really score. So why not? Ramsey is a great differential, but again, Brentford, It's just too much of a punt. I think there are better options in midfield. You can really go for a Leeds where it could be an open game. So my problem with Ramsey is that the game could be cagey. If the game would have been more open, I think Ramsey would have been a great punt. Konsa or Kilman? I don't have money for Moreno. Konsa or Kilman? Kilman, take a chance. Maybe someone even cheaper. You can go for the Leicester defenders. They're cheaper at the same price. Castagna could 4.3. I think you can afford him somehow. Madison or Andreas Madison? Gakpo, Robertson, or Jota is the third Liverpool. Gakpo if you want minutes, if you want to take the chance, Jota. Otherwise, I wouldn't really put my money on Robertson just because if you are attacking the fixture, there's more chances you want to go for the attacking returns. It could be a high scoring fixture. No news as of now. Still trying to find some news. Double Newcastle defense is up to you guys. Zinchenko did arrive with the squad, so expecting him could be starting. But is the best time to use bench boost 34? Thoughts on Rodrigo? He was not impressive. I saw the highlights last game. He was not impressive. That's the problem with it. Saka or Solanke? That's a tough one. I would prefer Solanke because there are alternatives to Saka. Why replacing Trippier? I think it could be a game where Tottenham sneak a goal. Could be 1-0. I know Trippier could go 12, 15, 20 pointers, but I'm taking a chance. So, could work out. Should I get it someone instead of Kane? No, I think Kane is great. Sun plus Greenwood or Andreas plus Kane? Andreas plus Kane. Is Bowen a good pick for a free transfer? For a free transfer going ahead, maybe not. Tony or Solanke or free hit? I think I'll go Solanke. I would take the chance Solanke. Melon has sent in his team. Suggest some differentials. Give Johnston, Trent, Moreno, Castagna, Trippier, Saka, Gakpo, Eze, Martinelli, Saka, Watkins, Jesus, Tony. I think Tony is a good differential. Instead of Saka, maybe you can go to Odegaard, which is a decent differential. And maybe if you want to make two switches around, I think that's the only decent switch. Yeah, fair enough. I think those are the two differentials. You have Tony as well, which will also act as a differential. Gakpo is a differential. I think that's fine with the team you have. I have points in the bank left with those moves. Saka or Martinelli, Martinelli. I'm just going differential. I have Bowen and Eze, Salah, Gakpo. So if you're going differential two spots, I don't think Martinelli needs to be differential. Stick with the template there. Start Moreno or Castagna or Newcastle defense. Newcastle defense, if you have it. Newcastle defense. If you have Newcastle defense, go there. Otherwise, if you still want an opinion after Trippier, I think Castagna and third Moreno. Gakpo or Jota again. If you want minutes, I think Gakpo is nailed. Jota could be missing out. Somewhere down the line, he could like miss out a game or two. Maybe Jota could miss out this one. Game or two doesn't matter. This one he could be on the bench. Are you playing free hit? Yes, I'm on free hit. Madison or Crystal Palace mid? Crystal Palace mid could be better. What's your team update? I've made two changes. Let me just type it out. Yep, two changes. Let's pin the comment as well. Did we get any news? No news. Solanke or Kane? I think Solanke is safer. Start two of Bowen, Tony, Solanke, and Moreno. I would start Bowen and take a chance on Solanke if you want to go differential, probably on Tony. Do we have some sort of news? We don't. So there is news that Zinchenko will be starting. So pretty much for people who are waiting, there is almost a 90% confirmation that Zinchenko will be starting. So you guys can pick him and hold him whoever want to. Is Jesus a must? Yes, I think Jesus is also expected to start, so you can hold on to him. There's no news otherwise till now, so I think hold on to Jesus and pick it. Best Arsenal players, I think Martinelli, Jesus, and if you're into a defender, go White. Otherwise, fair enough if you go otherwise and bring in Saka. Start Isaac or Eze, in my opinion. Isaac is the risk. Eze is nailed on. Son and Castagna in for Madison and Trippier. Okay, we have news for Arsenal. Jesus, Saka, and Martinelli all start. We're expecting Zaka to get out and probably ESR to start, but the main three players start. So I think that's not an issue, and you guys can hold on to your move. I think that pretty much nails on most of our teams. Hopefully, there's a lot of goal involvement between these three, four people. White is not top three for me. He's pretty much okay if you want to go there. White is still in my team. Start Gakpo or Eze. Or Gakpo, I think. Basically, Arsenal players again. Jesus, Martinelli. And now that we have news, you can go Saka if you expect the game to be high scoring. Otherwise, I think go White. Can you please share an updated squad? I'll try. Okay, it will take me a minute. I can share my updated squad. White or Castagna? I think you can take a chance on Castagna. Here's something. I'll share my team as well. Okay, so there is news that Zaka is starting. For people who want to go Zaka can go Zaka as well. He's not a bad punt. Zaka is expected to start apparently. Yep. Saka or Odegaard. Saka. Play Eze or Solanke. Tough call. Play Solanke because he's the talisman. He's got penalties as well. I think you got to back that. Just let me fetch my team first for you guys. My updated team. Yeah, that should be sound now. I think I pressed mute by mistake. Anyway, sorry. I said there was exactly Zaka starts. Apparently, according to one news, Zaka starts. The other says Zaka doesn't start. I don't think if you have him, you can still take a punt. Martinelli, Saka, Jesus definitely starts. So that's not that's not a problem. Should I get as if for Andreas downgrade Solanke to a non-playing? I don't think that's necessary. I think if you Solanke is pretty much important there. Bench one of Trippier, Moreno, Castagna. Moreno. I think that is where I'll move off. Give me three best defenders for free hit. Trent, White, and if you are banking a Newcastle clean sheet, Trippier. If you're not, go Castagna. Those are the best three in my opinion. Fourth would be Virgil van Dijk if you want to go double Liverpool. Should I switch Trippier to Castagna for fixture? No budget issues. I'm on free hit. Don't do it, guys. I think the sensible thing to do is go Trippier, especially if you're chasing rank or just defending rank. Go Trippier. I don't think there needs to be you have to do what I'm doing because what I'm doing is borderline stupidity as well. So I don't think you should be doing it necessarily. You can avoid it. I can avoid it too, but I think I will still take the chance and do it. Yes, team news. Yes, why Sun? Because I'm banking Tottenham to score. I can't go. I can go Kane. Should I go Gakpo and Kane or should I go Sun and Jota? I think Gakpo and Kane could make more sense, but like, I still want to punt on Jota and Sun. Let's see. I think I'm going to stick with my team. I'm pretty much okay. If it goes bad, it goes bad. No problem. At least we took the chance. Zinchenko is starting. Yes. Aditya Gupta sent in his team 5 million in the bank. Please suggest his team looks pretty much template. Jesus Watkins Solanke. Yeah, great template team. I think you should stick with it. Guys, don't bench Trippier because I'm don't sell Trippier because I'm not buying him. I think you should stick with Trippier. Jesus starting. Yes, Jesus is starting. Would you go Saka or to Bowen on a free hit for differential? Yes, I would 100%. Why Castagna isn't Leicester struggling right now? Yes, it is, but I don't have a third. So any defender I pick has potentially almost no clean sheet chances. I'm going for a defender who has good high upside potential. Give me three best defenders for free hit. Again, I said Trent, White, and Trippier. Brest Crystal Palace defender, I think Mitchell. Eze or Solanke to start. I would start Solanke. Still confused between Olis and Andreas. I would pick Andreas because Olis is more of a creator. Andreas has penalties. He's taking shots. He's also a creator. There are three factors involved with him, and Olis is just a creator. He's not a goal scorer as such. Whom to replace if Madison out? Bowen, you can go Eze. Those are the top two picks in my opinion. Gabriel and Odegaard, start or not? I think both start. 4 minutes left, guys. Make your team, make the changes. I think there is one more news. Team lock, yeah, for people, and there's news on Arsenal. As I said, there's no more news on Arsenal. Bowen and Madison, if left, who should I leave out? I think I would keep Bowen. Saka and Eze or Odegaard and Bowen. Saka Eze. I'm making a very risky move. You guys shouldn't. I think you should. You guys should really play it safe. Eze is a good option. He's a great option. Solanke and Johnston, Trippier, White. I think yeah, pretty much template teams everywhere. I think like it. Madison, Bowen, or Sun need to hold rank. I think Madison in that case. Or if you need to hold rank, you need to go Saka plus Martinelli in between and Gakpo. I'm going for Eze in, Madison out. Fair enough. I like the move. Three best defenders for free hit except Arsenal players. Trent, Virgil van Dijk, Trippier. I have 2.5 million less for Sun. If you have any have to remove someone from your team and downgrade the player 2.5, who would that be? I would not. I would leave out Sun then. I would not go behind that. Bowen and Zinchenko or Saka and Castagna going a bit differential on Bowen Zinchenko. I think Zinchenko confirmed start. Yeah, pretty much every source is saying Zinchenko start. So if you got to trust that, trust that. Jota, Jesus, Watkins, Martinelli, Bowen, Saka, Salah, Eze, Arnold, Trippier, White, Johnson. My team perfectly fine. Sajan, again, Amir, I've answered it. Three best defenders except for Arsenal players is Trent, Virgil van Dijk, and Trippier. 1 minute, guys. Zinchenko or White then? I think go White if you want to go safe. Zinchenko is fine. I don't think there's goal. White has more goal threat if you want to. How hard will No Saka hit this week? It could hurt hard. If he gets a penalty, if he scores, it's going to be hard because everyone will have him. Everyone in the normal teams will also have him. Johnston or Iverson Johnston? I need to check my team as well. Just confirming free hit Salah captain, free hit active, Jesus vice captain, Andreas first bench, Alex Moreno, and Totti third. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter really. Cheers, mate. Saying Shamit. I think it's about 30 odd seconds left. I think pretty much settle and on to it. I think I'm not changing anything. Last minute anything. If you guys have, you can ask. Eze or Madison? I think Eze. I would start Eze. And with that, that's about it. That's it. That's the deadline. Taking too much risk, I think. Andreas or Eze to start, I would start Eze. And the only reason Andreas I wouldn't start could because Vinicius could start. That is a problem to me. Hopefully, a great game week and hopefully it works out. Hopefully, Tottenham score, and that's the only bet I have taken. The rest are pretty much template. And Saka blank, yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, went for Bowen. I regret it already, but taking a chance. I mean, it's ultimately I want to play the game and have fun, and this is the best way to do it. Yep, and that's about it. I don't have wanted differential, but never mind. Fair enough. I think there's nothing wrong if you're not going differential. Template is also very good in terms of differential on free hit. Thanks, Gotham. Guys, please hit the like button before you leave the stream, and do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Also, wanted to ask with if our like audience is live, I do a lot of like cricket fantasy. I'm playing cricket fantasy as well this IPL. So if you guys are interested, we could do a bit of that streams as well. around 7:30, like half an hour streams every day if possible. If you guys are interested, so let us know if you guys really play that game, and we can do that thing as well. If Varun is saying why, then I don't know why. But I'm just playing for time pass because I don't have much to do apart from FPL and now cricket FPL. UCL prediction is City. I think it's going to City, and I don't like saying it, but it's going to City in my opinion. Yes, thank. Yeah, sorry, Aditya. I don't really get time with everything going on right now, and they do stream at very odd times now. So sorry. Dream 11. Varun says thumbs up. I love it. IPL fantasy. There's no need for a community. I just posted on Instagram. We can go live and have. It's a very chill thing. I am an engineer. I'm a software developer out of for a living. Perfect. I can do it obviously. If you guys want to, if you guys are joining, then let's do it. Otherwise, there's no point of me doing it alone on a live stream. No, I'm not a United fan, guys. Not a United fan. I think there could be surprises this game week. I am scared of Madison. The only player I'm scared of is Madison. Probably Newcastle double clean sheet. People have that. Nah, I don't think Madrid will win. I think City will win this one. Thanks, Outrik. It's very good of. That's very polite of you as well. I know a lot of people say this here, but thanks for all the tips and tricks. Says Karan Bhatia. Good stuff. Thank you, Karan. Do leave a like if you like. Really like the tips. Spurs score. I'm hoping. I'm praying. I'm going to sit behind the sofa and I want just one goal. I don't care if it's Kane or Son at that point, or it's Richarlison or anyone. They just need to score because that way my bet will really pay off. Thoughts on Chelsea's versus Madrid was shit. It was a shit show. Uh, Zin starts. Perfect. Zin starts, I think. Chelsea, I can't really say anything. It's just bad. Who will be Chelsea man? There are a lot of options now. Nagelsmann is out. Who's out? I think Luis Enrique is pulled off. I don't know who the next manager could be. I think the worst case is would be Lampard just continuing. We are contacting Vincent Company, so that could be an option. We had a stream like that, Nishant already. Just let me check what the Chennai Super Kings score is. I think it's out. It's all done. Yeah, Chennai won. It's done. For the people who play Dream 11 or anything, let me know your fantasy scores. Pochettino, yeah, looks like Pochettino or Vincent Company. Nothing apart from that. Boli out needs, yeah, it could be necessary. Why is this not okay? Thanks, man. Good stuff. Following on Insta, could post some tips regarding Gaming 34, how we can shape up for that. Yes, Will, Aditya, thank you. Thank you for the comments. Come back on 442. Yeah, please message Azim every stream that please come back on 442 so that they can keep it on times where I can join as well. Poch and company are front runners now. That's what is thought thing. I don't know, man. That guy is completely and we're in bad shape. So most of our good players like Kovacic is going out. We're selling Mason Mount, and we're returning like some Mudrik, Sterling. I mean, you need to keep a very good core and then improve. I don't think with like so if Mount and Kovacic got it's a huge blow, and they were really good players for us. I know Mount was like iffy, but you know that he could develop. So he needs a good coach. Pochettino or company, I want Mourinho. Yeah, I need someone who can get us titles next game, who can contest. So my problem with managers who take time, a company could do that. I think with the title contention, Pochettino or managers like Graham Potter, maybe Nagelsmann, all of these managers require time to implement their philosophy or their style of football. At Chelsea, that doesn't work because you need instant results, and once you don't get results in 1 year, half year, you're out. So it's just pointless beyond a point. We can bring Bava here for the final because it is very interesting. I think it is best if Bava tells you that very interesting story going behind the scenes. I think Iverson will start for Leicester. What are your thoughts for Chelsea? Who would have as manager and where to start fixing? I think we need to fix things first. We need to get a striker, a decent striker this summer, and we need to try and challenge for the title. We need a manager who could really fix right away. So Simeone is fine because he can fix the defense. He can try to contest. Mourinho is fine, but Mourinho won't come back. I think Simeone is a very good option if he agrees. You scored 558 on. Wait. Let me check my Dream 11 score. What the score was? My final score. with my team was, wait, let me check. Teams. My final score was 558.5. So it's 1.5 ahead of whoever commented 558. Mine is 558.5. I had Ravindra Jadeja as vice captain, so that really helped. Simeone looks like a manager that I would really put ahead. What's your best Chelsea lineup in a 4-2-3-1 next season? Is It's a bit controversial, but 4-2-3-1 I would go James Chilwell, obviously. Thiago Silva is good. I would like Badiashile over Koulibaly. I prefer Badiashile. He's a great man. Or Fofana. That's the back four. Mendy, Kepa both look great at the moment. Up top, two, Enzo and Kante, if they can play together. I think those are the two. Three, three is a pretty tough one. I think we don't have a striker. That's the problem. If I have to pick a three left, I would give a chance to someone like a Pulisic because we don't have a left winger who's better. I think Pulisic is fine. Number 10, Felix. Right. Uh, right is tough. I think ZH is also not that great. I think right will be a very tough call. Let's see who. And I'm out of names right now because we have so many players who could play that spot. And let's look at the squad who could play right wing. We have Havertz, Pulisic, ZH. Uh, yeah, I would play ZH out of the lot. I think ZH. If not ZH, I would play probably try the Havertz thing out on the right, or maybe switch it up to a 4-3-4-1-2 situation. Man United exit. Great game. Great composure by Maguire. David Dea is a real problem out there. No footwork. He absolutely needs to get better at it. And I think United should just sell him, cash on him, and then move on. Why don't do meet up kind of if possible? I can do if people are interested. No problem. We can do a game out if there's an interesting game left. We can do it for that. Madueke, he's still there's a lot to improve. You can play Mount on the right and try him. I think the best would be 3-4-1 and 2 up or a 2-1 situation. I don't think that otherwise works because we don't have an out and out right winger. But yeah, that's about it. Chelsea, there's a lot to improve actually. 568.5 versus on Dream 11. That's great, dude. Did you win any contests? Did you win any contest? I think I won one contest. We can do a game at some screen, but United game. Can do. I don't mind the United game, honestly. Okay, have a free group with my friends. Totally fine. I think that's also a great way. A lot of people have 58.5. Did I lose? Yeah, 58.3. So I lost this one for sure. At open tournaments, did I win this one? No, I'm pretty much last in this one. Didn't win this one as well. Did I win the last one? No, I didn't. Yeah, pretty much lost every tournament. I just won one competition. How many contests do you play regularly? 3, 4 random contests. Doesn't really matter. So I started with zero. I got a referral of ₹5, and then I started playing for those. And I play most of the grand leagues, which are free. So I play the free leagues, and they are fun to play. Which team is winning EPL? I hope Arsenal do because I don't want City to win another league. Madueke is not a winger that I like a lot, so it's not my preferred winger. I think we actually could probably need a right winger as well, or maybe we need to change up things and make it a very central like. But you need a right winger ultimately. You can't just leave and the right wing spot. Too much thoughts on Chelsea, but yep. That being said, Dream 11 has India's fantasy or worldwide. I think it's worldwide. Anyone can play there. You don't have to be from the Indian origin, like from the Indian subcontinent. Kepa, James, Badishile, Kulubali, Chilwell, Kante, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Mudrik, Enzo, Madueke, Lukaku. I see Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not the best one. Mudrik again, I don't really trust him. So Lukaku is just Lukaku. Where do you live, by the way? I'm guessing either Mumbai or Bangalore. Pune. Close by, but Pune. 4-3, 4-3-2-1 for me. As much get as much 1-0 as possible. Yeah, 4-3-2. And that is why Simeone is important because he'll get you results. He'll get you points on the table. That is necessary. He'll get you positions where you can really figure it out. I think you need to get points on the table. You can't score goals, fine. Then don't concede them. No, CSK supporter. I'm a I really like Dhoni, so CSK supporter only for Dhoni, and I have no loyalty in IPL, so it just keeps changing. Differentials for the remaining of FPL weeks. That's a very so I like Sun as a differential going ahead from 35 to 38. Apart from that, I've not. I think ditching Brighton mids could be a decent option post 34. Then the other things that we can look at in terms of differentials, I maybe we'll have to look at some other fixture taker. Wait. Nehal says, "What are your thoughts on Sun as a punt this game week?" I've taken the Sun punt, so it could work out, and it could work depending on how Newcastle attack the game. If they attack a lot, it could work out. Nagelsmann and Enrique out. I don't want Poch. We want an experienced manager. Simeone, I think Poch is also fine because he has a certain style of play which could suit us. How do you become a Chelsea fan? I was watching. I started watching football when back in 2007-8, I think regularly, and we were winning against Aston Villa, a 6-0 game. Lovely football. I was watching the game and we were scoring every 5 minutes. I was like, wow, what a team! Because I'd watched football earlier as well, predominantly international and some Premier League games where there were not a lot of goals. And then I came across a team which was scoring goals for fun against Aston Villa. I was like, oh god, this team is really good, and that is why I started following Chelsea. And then the whole Champions League thing happened as well and everything. So yeah, what do you think about Chelsea previous transfer window? It looks like a waste of money spent because we spent recklessly, and now it's become a problem for us only because because of the money spent. I can bet you that we will let go of talent which we should not at this point. We will not be able to hire people we should have. Like we will lose out on good players, and that is the problem. I really feel uh, it was a bad decision that time. What are your thoughts on Frankie Lambs? Nothing. He is as bad as it gets in terms, and we knew it. You don't expect anything from Frank Lampard. Are you regretting being a Chelsea fan? No, I'm not. Ups and downs is part of the game. Same, I came in love with the team. Ironically, I'm also a Madrid fan since approx 10 years back. Well, fine. If you have to, I don't. I'm not a two-team fan, so I just like Chelsea. Just because how we used to play and how we are trying to play right now and how we are struggling right now. But Frank is a bad manager. He was a good player. He was a great player. I absolutely loved when he played. But manager wise, he still has to learn a lot. And probably his tactics don't work. He's still a good man manager, is what I feel. And it's also because he's a Chelsea legend. I don't think it will work out in other clubs. And he's not a good manager. Mount leaving, I don't really like the fact that Mount is leaving because one, you can really cash in a lot. And he's a good player. You can use his fitness, you can use his you can train him. So I think he could turn out to be the next Dali as well, and that's a big take. But if you really put him into the right path and get him under a good manager, he could do wonders. Why would Boli get sacked? Get a sacked manager from a relegation battle team and make a manager? I don't understand that because that's the only person Lampard would be is the only kind person in the world who was agreeing at that point to come back to Chelsea because no other manager wanted to put their face on this team. Reach to Madrid would be so good. Yeah, so good. Absolutely so good actually. Bro, Frank and Stevie G need to learn to manage at the pay level. I think they need to manage championship teams before. And Vincent Company did a good job there. Frank and Drogba were childhood memories. I remember when I started watching, there were a lot more players I used to love. I like when I grew watching Lampard was obviously there. I loved Ashley Cole. I used to watch him. He was great. I loved him. Lampard again. Ramirez was one of the players. He was oddly very good when he used to play. I loved how he played. How he played. Then there was Drogba, obviously. Terry was great. I think Ivanovic was also very good. I somehow really liked him despite his whole red card incidents that he used to happen, but I used to like him. Then Oscar going when growing up, like watching Hazard, Oscar, all of these players. Then we had uh, Schürrle as well at one point. Willian was there, so a lot of good players. Pedro, great. We had a great starry lineup. At one point, we had a very starry lineup. Bruno could do till the end of season. Bruno Lage. I'm not sure if which Bruno are you talking about. Then the Hazard, yes, exactly, same. Miss the old days. Even Carrick is doing some sensational job right now at Boro. Yeah, Carrick is doing a decent job. Ivanovic was a clutch player, totally. I really loved him, despite with all the red cards. I really loved him. I miss the OG rivalries, not these Gen Z oil money derbies. But that's going to be state of the game. But it really is turning, like small teams are turning it up. Apart from the money spent at the top, the small teams are really Aston Villa. Great. You have a squad which is great. Everton actually have a good squad, but I don't know how do they fail to perform. Brighton, ultimate team. Brentford is doing good. Fulham managed to do very good, surprisingly. I don't expect them to do so good next year. Overall, football has changed in the sense that players or managers don't have time to settle in. Results are expected day one, yeah. Expected day one, and you need to, because money is thrown. Earlier, it was not that. I think, and it's become a trend that you need to get managers. You need to get a new manager bounce. You need to get result out of it. So yeah. Oh, Bruno Salter, fair, yeah. I thought you were talking about Bruno Fernandes. Inter AC winner. I think Inter goes through. Which three do you think will be relegated this season? I think Southampton pretty much. Leicester could be at the brink of it. Third one, I'm not sure. I think I had a discussion, and the third one is pretty much tight. Again, I said that I'm expecting West Ham, but West Ham are up. I think Nottingham will go through. Yeah, so Nottingham third. But I think Leicester, between Leicester and Everton, I think Leicester will be the team which could just think Everton could manage something. And that's my only. That's only because I have too much belief in Sean Dyche. But that final versus Bayern was the best final I've ever watched in UCL. I didn't watch it live, honestly, because as a kid I was not allowed to stay up that late. But I watched the highlights and it was lovely. I really need another Chelsea fans to talk to, sympathize, to be nostalgic with them. You can join the stream every time. We can do this a lot. If you throw 500 million to Windows, they will expect results. Not result. And you wait. Now the problem is, again, you will lose out on talent which you could have bought in the summer, which you could have like will have to sell. I hate now Pulisic. Pulisic is a great sub player. He's a great backup player, but you will have to sell him this summer because you have Mudrik, who has an 8-year contract, 8.5-year contract. You're no way selling him. Sterling is someone people at the club want him, and he's pretty much favorites to stay. Who's the third player who gets sacked on the left wing? Pulisic, and he's such a good backup player. He's in general very good, and he's injured, but overall, if you look at his technicalities, he's very good. With this season, I can't even keep up with banter. Can't even give comebacks. I just left it. No, people have stopped texting me about Chelsea because they know it's just sad, and there's no. I've given up as well defending Chelsea. Yeah, Pulisic needs to give in time, but again, he's a great backup, and you're losing out. Compare Mudrik and Pulisic. You know that Mudrik will not clutch, but Pulisic is a player when you need him, he can clutch games. Like he can do, if given a 10-minute, we're 1-all, he can produce something on the left wing which could result into a goal. Thoughts on Liverpool balling out on Bellingham? Why do they chicken out on good talents? I have no idea. They prioritize money. I think they prioritize a system of money and money flow, and that is why Bellingham wouldn't be an option. But they might cash in on Mount, but they still need a very good CDM out there. And Bellingham, CDM or a CM number 6, and Bellingham was perfect for them. It would be good if they give Rice a shot as well, but they need to change their midfield. If you get 100 million for Reece James, will you sell him? No, I won't. I'm still in depression mode from United's performance. I watched the United game; it was fun to see other teams losing as well. As a LSC fan, we would rather overall the midfield get one. Well, yeah, exactly. So this is the philosophy at the club as well and between the fans as well, that they don't want to spend a big chunk of money in one player and rather get 2 3 players. But it is contradictory because you've got two strikers who are about 100 million and like 150 170 million combined, and that is also big spendings for the same position. But then why wouldn't you do that for a player who you know is a generational talent and will improve your midfield instantly? And you know you'll not get it for 120. You can buy him for 100. You'll know the price will be negotiated down there, and it will be an installment thing. So yeah, Kovacic and Gundo swap will be something. It would be great if, but I don't think they swap it. I think Kovacic is going on like a permanent deal. We're selling him. I miss the deadline current team: Raya, Trippier, Botman, Gueye, Saka, Watkins, Kane captain. Can you tell how many points would be average? I think 46, 40, 45 to 52 will be average. Yeah, Gundogan wants to go to Barcelona. Yeah, exactly. Jude Bellingham will be worth it the money. If let's say you get him at 100 million, the same argument could be given for Darwin Nunes. How much of an impact will Darwin Nunes has had in the last 6 7 months? And you know that Bellingham will have an instant impact. So if you can throw money for a Darwin Nunes, you should definitely throw money for a Jude Bellingham. Caicedo will be better for Chelsea than Rice if we want DM. We're going into McAllister as well for a number six, and I don't know how. So we are a predominantly a 3-4-3 team or a 4-2-3-1. In a 4-2-3-1, where do you play McAllister? Do you play number 10? Then where do you play? I think Felix, and who's coming in? I forgot. Nkunku is coming in. Yeah, where do you play Nkunku? So again, McAllister doesn't make no sense. If you want to play him in a six, where do you play Kante, Kovacic, and probably some Enzo? Where do you play these guys? Ruben Loftus-Cheek is still at the club. So we're wasting money. Caicedo is a great deal that we should look out for, but that was before Enzo. I think we have already got Enzo. Maybe a replacement to Kante. If Kante is going out, you can do that. But I don't think McAllister really fits that role. Did you see Tuchel's game in Bundesliga? Hasn't been great defensively yet. Yeah, and it's also because he's playing a back four to a predominantly preferred back three also. Realistically, will Jude come to a club that won't be so? Jude had his preference set. He wanted to come to Liverpool, and the deal could like personal deal would have been could have been finalized in January, but Liverpool refused to approach, and Liverpool refused to like put through the effort. So yeah, why McAllister? If you have Mount, and just give him the contract. Exactly. Why? And we're running behind. We are the leaders to sign McAllister for at least and you know McAllister is obviously inflated in price right now. He just won the World Cup. He's doing great in the Premier League. He is a Premier League player. At least 60 to 80 million, and we will be paying for him. The difficult part for Chelsea managers is to get a settled 11 with so many players. The right squad is now, yeah, totally. Settled 11, settled set of formation, what works out, and certain players don't work out. Cucurella, I don't understand. Cucurella was so good at Brighton. He was defensively good. He was attacking wise decent. And at Chelsea Football Club, he's absolutely out of like I can't even say like he has no sense of the game. He doesn't know what's happening on the pitch. He doesn't have any game sense. When should he push up? When should he like attack the ball? He at certain times he's just static. He's not pushing ahead and blocking the shot. It's really bad. I don't know. It's maybe because of the style of play we are trying expecting out of him. But Cucurella was like I thought it was a great deal, and it hasn't worked out for us. I love Klopp as a manager, but he needs to stay away from transfers. We need to go find a director of football with Julian Ward going. Yeah, you probably Klopp should really stay away. Arthur was a Klopp recommendation, yes, but it's maybe you need to consider a recommendation. But I think you need to have a more better director who's like a better scouting team as well. I think Brighton do a great job in terms of scouting. I think they're one of the best scouts in the league, if not in Europe, because the players they find are somehow like decent in their own respective previous clubs, but somehow they're sensational at Brighton. We have really huge respect for Brighton. Even Newcastle have a good scouting team. How do you think Real Madrid manager situation plays out if they don't manage trophies this season? So even if they do manage, I think given everything, Ancelotti does go out. I think even if they manage a UCL, he might still be going out. The problem is who do they get in for him? Will Zidane come back? If not Zidane, then who? कुकराला को सेल कर दो उसको स्पर्स के गेम में बाल को क्या छीन लिया वो तो खत्म हो गया आई डोंट नो मैन कुकुरेला इज वाज अ ग्रेट टैलेंट एंड ही इज बीइंग लाइक he has absolutely no game sense at the moment. I hope they stick with Carlo. He is $1 million man. Yeah, he's good, but again, would you want because you're playing? Madrid is purely playing on the fact that they have great synergy between the players. The players are individually brilliant. You know the performances are coming out. So how long can you really bank that? There's no tactics, and we know that there's no tactics. It's only vibes. But it's working for Real Madrid. But I don't think it will. Carlo will stay, despite even if he wins Champions League. I don't think he'll win Champions League. But even if he does, I don't think he'll stay. Yes, ट्रेंड पे तो हमारा क्लब मिटोमा ना ले 10 ईयर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट या getting players like Enkiso, McAllister, Caicedo, Estupinian, Saramento is amazing. And dude, you did not. I really did not know. Like I knew like a couple of players. I knew Estupinian. I knew McAllister before they entered. Saramento is someone I heard of, but I never knew that they were so good. And I don't know what the academy, what practice do they do at their club. But they start. All of these players were okay in their respective previous clubs, and they just blast out at Brighton. Potter to Spurs. I don't think that's happening. I think they're expecting Pochettino back. If not, Nagelsmann is being linked to Spurs at the moment. I feel very bad for Hazard, especially such a player he was. I would take him. I would take him with both my hands. Even right now, in that state, I would buy him. Yep. And do we have like any lineup news? No. Do you think Joachim Low would make a good club manager? Genuinely would love to see him at a club once. He could, but I don't think in the Premier League club, like a big club has the patience with him. I don't think they have the patience, especially Chelsea. In terms of context, Chelsea wouldn't. Maybe Liverpool. He could work out well at Liverpool. I know it will be a complete change of style, but could work out for them. Estupinian is so good replacement for Cucurella. What a find by Brighton, to be honest. Yes, exactly. Even with Brentford scouting in lower leagues of Germany is great. Brentford is famous for their scouting ultimately, but Brighton respect dude. Skate generate all good players. Yeah. Did you talk about yesterday's Roma match? Oh, I saw the scoreline. I did not see the highlights yet. But dude, I thought at one point that Roma is not making it. But man, they scored equalize. They bought in Tammy Abraham. Dude, we sold Tammy Abraham. I think it's not on loan anymore. I think it's a permanent deal, or we're not going to buy him back. Such a talent, and we missed out on him. He was our youth academy player. He was doing great, and we missed out on it. Perfect cup manager, yeah. Mourinho clutch. I felt really bad looking at Tammy Abraham. He's doing so good, and he would have been perfect in this situation where we are right now. You and even when he was at Chelsea under Lampard, he was scoring goals. He was always scoring goals, and a bit of bad patch comes in every striker's career, so it's okay. Tony or Valhoch or Abraham, Abraham. He was our kid, dude. Okay, guys, we'll just read out the lineup and then we probably will wrap it up because my throat has started to ache now. Speaking a lot, I don't even have water around. I don't think. But yeah, we'll wrap it up and I will then go to sleep with winning nothing on Dream 11 today. But we should do IPL streams as well. It will be fun. Abraham and Mount were our star players during Lampard's day, yeah. And even Reece James picked up there. The lineup is Ramsdale, White, Holding, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Vieira. It's not ESR, it's Vieira, Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. That's the lineup. That's the Arsenal lineup, and the Southampton line is something that we don't really care about. What do you think needs to be changed? Needs to be Chelsea's future transfer to stabilize the team. Good right winger, good striker, and that's it. Hold Pulisic. Wrap it up sounds like an office meeting to end. Yeah, pretty. I did throughout. I do it throughout the day, and I'm like, okay, now let's wrap it up. Maybe more streams once in a while just to discuss football, not just FPL. Yeah, I should. I'm just very bad at it. I do it sometimes. So the problem is we tried doing it a couple of times earlier, and then not a lot of people show up. So I need to either figure out when we should do it or ask like people and like get you guys on the stream somehow, or like just do it more often and commit and not be a lazy ass and just put more effort into it because yeah, I've tried it. Not a lot of people show up, so that is why I stopped doing it. and also because I'm a bit lazy. We should really fix a time and then we should do it every week. I'm planning to do it more next year, but we should start this week itself, next week itself. But okay, the Southampton lineup is the same. There's Walcott. Yeah, it's the same. It's exactly the same. Nobody cares. Walker Peters starts. It's not. I think Maitland Niles cannot play. Yeah, Walker Peters starts. Do more of Chelsea watch along. It would be difficult to watch along. I don't want to watch along. With anybody is just too bad. Yeah, maybe in evening time. I think we should start like the IPL thing would be chill, where people connect and everything, and then we can talk about football as well. But okay, thank you guys for joining. On that note, we shall wrap it up. And yeah, thank you guys. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. And I'm hoping that you guys are subscribers to our channel. And also hit the bell icon so that when we go live on random days to talk about football or do anything, then you guys get notified. On that note, we'll wrap it up, guys. I'll sign off.